Alright guys, Killcam here, and I am back with Wolfenstein. This is chapter 14, Return to London Nautica. And at the end of this clip here, I'm going to be facing the London Monitor. And I'm going to defeat him pretty easily, and I took little to no damage. I definitely was not in any danger of dying ever. And stay tuned and pay attention to see how I did that. So I got home from work today, I turned on my PS4, and to my pleasant surprise, I saw that the Share Factory had an update. And I was like, oh, please let it be a theme, please let it be a theme, please let it be a theme. And I was thinking, what could it be? Did they add a bunch of game themes? Well, they did add some themes, they added some music, and they fixed some bugs. What you saw in the beginning of this clip was the shooter theme that they added, which is decent. You know, the gun is kind of old school, I guess you'd say. Maybe about 10 years old, you know, the way that guy was moving in a straight line with that gun with no textures on it. I mean, but it's decent, you know, at least they're trying. What I wish they would do, because they have a infamous Second Son theme, intro, outro, and I just wish that they would just add a theme for every game that was available on the PlayStation 4, so that you could do a themed based video, you know, according to whatever game you're fucking playing. And you know, the PS4 one is decent, and that shooter one is decent, and they gotta have a soccer one, but I don't know what I would put a soccer. I guess the World Cup is going on right now, or about to be going on soon, or whenever the fuck it's so I don't know if that was the reason why they came out with the soccer theme, but it could be. But I just wish they'd come out with the game theme. And I would even buy either from PlayStation or the PlayStation Store, or even from the developers of this game. You know, I would pay 99 cents for an intro, outro, and music for this specific game. And it would make the video editing a lot cooler, just depending on what game you were editing. And like I said, they have one for infamous Second Son, so they obviously had that in mind. You know, when people were recording gameplays, if you're recording infamous Second Son on the Share Factory, then you know it'd be cool to use the infamous Second Son intro and outro theme, which fits perfectly with the game, and the transitions are fit perfectly with the game. Um, and I just wish they would do that with every game that was available on the PS4, man. It'd be so fucking badass. And because right now I would rate the Share Factory a 9 out of 10. It's pretty good. Maybe an 8 out of 10. You know, the only thing that's quirky about it, and I don't know if the update fixed this or not, was the sync of your voice and the game, and then especially when you're doing a face cam with the commentary, because the longer the video, the more out of sync it would get. And then there's been a couple times where I've actually done a face cam for the whole entire 15 minutes, and then at the end it said that it couldn't render the clip because it ran out of disk space, whatever the fuck that means, I don't know. So you see me fighting there's the engine for the London Monitor, and at the very end you're going to want to shoot that right there. But first you have to destroy the cannons, and the cannon was just shooting at you, and then also the cannons are the little tripod things on its hand. It's 3 of them, and they open up, and you'll know they're about to open up because of what he's doing now. And then after he does that little beam of light, he'll fucking open up his fucking shit. And see the little tripod bullshit, one of them's black. Well, I killed that one, so I got 5 more to kill. And you have to shoot him in the eye when it turns red, and then he'll get all pissed off and he'll want to shoot you with those fucking tripods. And then what you do is that you see what he's doing right now is he's shooting you with those things. So while those things are open, you have to hit them, because you can't do any damage unless they're open. So the eye goes red, you want to shoot him right in the fucking eyeball as soon as you can. And then as soon as those fucking things, so I'm about to shoot the cannon below. Alright, it went red, shoot him in the fucking eyeball, get out of the way, recharge your gun, come back, and those things will open up. See, they're open now. And then I'll fucking shoot them. If you're near one of those rechargers, you'll have plenty enough time to recharge before he finds you. So this is a pretty cool chapter. In the beginning, you saw in the first clip, if you watched the first video, the part 1 of this chapter, you know, you pretty much are thrown right into the action. You crash your ship, then you're in a fucking shootout with a fucking robot and a bunch of dudes, and then the fucking ship falls and you have to jump out and swing from a rope, and then you crash through a window, and then you're in an instant fucking gun battle. And then, like in the beginning of this video, it's a gun battle all the way down to this London monitor. And you know, it's pretty badass, dude. I like this chapter, and this chapter is why this game is so fucking great. Now, I'm glad that I'm not constantly having to fucking fight shit like this. You know, I think they had a pretty decent balance of the story and combat, you know, splitting it up a little bit. And the cutscenes or the movie scenes or whatever the fuck you want to call them are pretty good. They tie in the game and the chapters pretty good, and they tell a pretty good story. And I'm really pleased with this game, man. And like I said before, I give it an 8 out of 10. And if it had co-op and multiplayer, I would give it a 10 out of 10. It's that good. Now, I know I've had people tell me that they would give it a 6 out of 10. And that's cool. You know, you're entitled to your opinion. And I respect your opinion. Everybody deserves to have their own opinion. And, you know, just like some people say that Watch Dogs is a great game. And I'm sure that it is for them. It's just not a great game for me. It's not a great game for what I like to play. And this game here is a fucking great game, what I like to play. And this is it, man. When you ask me what is fun on PlayStation 4, what games do I like to play the most? Well, this is it right here. And the next game that I'm going to play is Infamous Second Son. And, you know, I never gave it a chance when it came out, and I saw the previews for it, and I saw people twitching it and streaming it and putting videos of it up on YouTube. I just thought that it looked dumb. I thought it looked gay. I thought it was generic. And I got it the other day, the same day I got Murdered Soul Suspect. So I thought Murdered Soul Suspect was going to be good. And if you've been watching my videos, you've already heard the story over and over again. I keep on telling the same fucking story. But I played it for an hour, dude, and I fucking loved it. And so I'm going to be doing that next. That's going to be my next playthrough. This one's almost over. This is chapter 14, part 2, and it's the end. This is the end of chapter 14. There's not going to be a part 3. So after this is chapter 15, where I got to go back to the fucking hideout where the resistance been hiding out at. The Nazis found it and raided it, and I got to go there and help the people out of there. And then after that, I got to go and defeat Deathhead in chapter 16, and then I'll be done with this playthrough. So I'm still going to fucking play the game. I'll probably have to play it a couple more times to get all the collectibles. And once you get all those codes, they say that it opens up a new game mode, and I don't even know what new game mode that is. And I'm hoping that it's some kind of like a chaos or a nightmare mode, where you just have to face waves of enemies and see how many phases you can get to or through until you finally die. So that would be fucking cool as hell. So I'm gonna do that, and then I just need to get the platinum trophy. So I'm gonna have to go back and do all the perks, do all the perk challenges to unlock all the perks, and then I had to beat it on Uber. And then while I'm beating it on Uber, see, there's that engine, the last part. You have to get underneath it and shoot it as it's opening. But you just have to be careful, because when it's opening, a bunch of fire and flame and shit comes out, and he's also trying to find you to shoot you. So there it is there. So I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so I need to beat it on Uber, and to get that trophy. And then while I'm beating on Uber, I'll probably have to play it a little slow so that I'm not dying all the fucking time. And while I'm playing it slow, I'll fucking be looking for all the the codes and the diaries and the fucking records and all that shit. And I just don't do it that often while I'm playing now, was because I didn't want to have a 15-minute clip and have 5 minutes of it be me looking for a fucking code or a fucking note or a fucking record or whatever the fuck else there is on each map. You know, there's also gold and other shit and concept art. So I didn't want to spend 5 minutes of a 15-minute video looking around for shit that I can't find. So I'll do that on my own time, not yours. And I'll do that on Uber, and I'll fucking have fun doing it. But after that, after this playthrough done, I will be uploading Infamous Second Son on a regular basis every day. I'll have at least one video up until it's done. And hopefully you guys will watch that, and hopefully you'll enjoy that. But let's watch this without any commentary.
I know a lot about you. We have the same name, you and I. William. But you call me Death's Head. I don't like it. I'm a happy man. You see? It doesn't sound right in English. Say it correctly.
Captain, we're in all sorts of trouble over here. Surprise attack. Couldn't fight them off. Everyone's scattered. I'm on the portable radio. They're inside.
Now I put you in the car. We have to drive. Pedaling down Schitt's Creek now, Johnny Cowboy. I hope we can make it back home in time.
Berlin. Come in, Berlin. What's your status?
We're in bad shape, Captain. Hanging on, but don't know for how much longer. The Death's Head's men are everywhere. I think your old friend Frau Engel is leading the attack. Death's Head must have promoted her for her actions at the labor camp.
Myself and Caroline, we're hiding in the helicopter hangar, trapped in here, completely surrounded. Too much chaos.
Lost track of the others. They're either dead or they're hiding.